Oh, his and hers tongue scraper. The romance is alive and well.
That is the best thing you'll ever buy.
Go on.
I'm telling you.
Do you look at your bank statements?
Sometimes. I'm not great at it.
No.
As long as it's not in the red, I'm all right.
Has anything you've ever bought passed the Stacey test?
I don't think Stacey will admit to me passing any test because she's not comfortable with my TikTok addiction.
And I mean, I don't even know where to start. This is so good.
Toast them all, my love, thank God.
So, welcome along to My Mate Bought a Toaster. My guest this week is the actor, TV presenter, and fan of Amazon, Mr. Joe Swash.
Hello. How are you?
I'm so good. And at the moment, I am grinning like a Cheshire cat because you've just let me into your Amazon account. Not only have you let me go in, I'm sitting here with your phone.
Yeah, I do trust you for some reason. I'm getting that aura from you. Don't let me down.
Can I clip that and send that to my wife? Because she doesn't trust me. If Joe Swash trusts me, I must be a good person. Are you a very trusting person normally?
I feel like generally, yeah. I trust people till I can't trust them. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I give people the benefit of the doubt.
You get an instinct with people as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just so you know, you shouldn't have trusted me. This was a big mistake. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look through your Amazon account, okay? And actually, you come to the Amazon party pretty late on. I'm just seeing stuff from this year, from 2024.
Yeah.
Okay? I can't even go back before 2024. I can't even see stuff from before 2024.
Yeah, I was very late to the game.
Right. So, but that's fine because it's fair to say you've made up for lost time. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on here.
I mean, when you say a lot of stuff compared to other people, am I like...
Quite high.
Shall I be worried?
Let's go. Let's find something from early on this year, all right? So we're going to go to the 22nd of March, 2024.
Okay.
And you bought, and this is fine, this is a nice purchase, you've bought the MR hair fibres.
Yeah.
Medium brown. Oh, is this the stuff that you pour in there?
Yeah, it's covered all multiple sins.
And now you've got a hat.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
That is the evolution of this product.
It is, yeah.
Eventually it turns into a hat. So I used to, when I was first thinning, a process which is really bedded in now, they used to, it's the pepper stuff that they put on.
Yeah, it's like a little bit dusty, isn't it?
And it's a really depressing moment, like when you're in the green room as an actor or a TV presenter, when they first get the pepper out.
It is. But I know what, I've noticed it a lot more these days, especially on TikTok. It's like become a bit of a thing, I've noticed. Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, when do you worry about the thinning hair?
Yeah, definitely. Something I've worried about from when I was something on TV and stuff like that. So appearance, it's not the be all and end all, but it's something that that you try to look your best. You know what I mean? The
problem is, right, I'm torn about this because someone said to me once, listen, the only person that cares about you going bald is you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to care anymore.
Yeah.
And then every book I read or film, the baddies, always bald men.
Exactly. Yeah. Stereotype. So I'm fighting it as much as I possibly can. Yeah. So I'm in the midst of the battle.
I think you're about the same age as me and you look about 15 years younger than me. It's disgusting.
No. How old are you?
44.
44?
You're a bit older than you.
I'm 43.
So this is the next year of your life.
Yeah, oh my God.
This is what happens.
So I didn't mean to say, oh my God, sorry. What a bad reaction to that.
No, it's fair.
Sorry.
I'm the before photo. But also, you've got to bear in mind, Joe, you have got 19 or 20 kids, something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got 6 kids, me and Stacey, between us.
It's amazing.
It's a lot of people to think about.
But also really useful for the purposes of this because you can use them as an excuse.
Exactly. Most of the stuff is for them. The hair fibres for Belle. It's not even for me.
That's all you got to do.
Not even for me.
Don't worry about stuff like that. All right, look, you've bought on the 22nd of March, same sort of time. I mean, this is a busy day. Maybe you had something going on work-wise. You have bought silicone gel height increase insole.
Yeah, my little steppers.
A little stepper? Do you want
But no, you know what? I see them on there, but they were too big. It looked like I was on my tiptoes. I thought on the advert they looked so much better.
Right.
And then when I was actually wearing them, I looked like I was on stilts. So
these little gel things, they're like a doorstop and they sit inside your shoe.
They do, but they're more dangerous than anything. It was like wearing stilettos. So I tried them once, and they're somewhere in the house. They've been digested in the house somewhere.
It's a proper one-hit wonder.
Yeah, a lot of these things, I'll see it tick up onto on my live feed.
Yeah.
And it will like tickle my fancy, and I look into it. I'm like, oh, it's only £3. I can do £3. That's the problem.
What do you think? There's a number, isn't there? And I think I'm about a sort of 10 quid guy. If something's 10 quid or under, and it's a 50-50 if it's good, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. Over 10 quid, and I'm like, oh, I don't know about that.
I'm like you. I think around £10, anything under £10, I can take a punt on.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But anything over like £10, like £20, £30, I sort of need it to be a sure thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be wasting my money.
Have you always, because there's quite a lot of spending going on here, right?
Yeah.
But on little things. Have you always been like that when you first got Eastenders back in? When did you pop up on Eastenders then? When was that?
So I got Eastenders when I was 21. I've done Eastenders, yeah. So it was like 22 years ago.
And what was that like when you got the first wage packet from Eastenders?
It was amazing.
Like, oh.
But you know what? It was a lot different back then. You know, so like we didn't really, the internet wasn't a massive thing.
Yeah.
Like phones and pagers and stuff like that, mobile phones, they were sort of like quite new. I remember when I joined Eastenders, everyone used to ask for your signature because there was no camera phones. Oh, yeah. So since I've been on telly, like the camera phones have come out and stuff like that. Yes. Amazon wasn't around as well when I first got Eastenders. So a lot of the stuff you had to go into the shops.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of...
physically go in, say,
physically
hello,
in,
human.
Yeah. How are you? Have you got... Yeah, but I quite like that way of doing things.
Yeah, I think it's coming back. I think people are starting to get back into that stuff at the moment.
Well, I read a lot of stuff about the high streets, but is in a lot of trouble, which is a shame really, because I do like going in, especially with clothes. I'm still old school with clothes. I like to go in and try stuff on before I buy it, you know?
You have to physically put it on.
Yeah, because if I buy stuff off of Amazon, clothes-wise, if it doesn't fit, I'm not 100% going to send it back either.
They know it.
They know
They
the game.
know it. When they do the whole sending back thing, no matter how easy they make it, you always end up keeping it at home.
Yeah.
And then you end up with this pile of clothes that like this is a sort of alternative Joe Swash in the
Some
corner.
stranger living in the house
Who's that?
alongside me has got his own wardrobe. I'm like, who buys these sort of clothes?
It's the person Joe wanted to be.
Yeah, that's who I thought. I thought I looked good as that person.
But this is interesting, right? That brings me on to an interesting part of this show. This always comes up. When we look at your Amazon account and what you're buying, it tells me what you're trying to be and what you want, right?
Yeah.
Instantly, you can see the sort of stuff like, so we've got the hair, we've got...
Yeah.
So this is quite like, I don't want to say vain, that's rude.
No,
but,
no.
You know, you care about how you look. This is an important
Definitely.
thing, because if you feel you look good, then you feel good and everything improves,
Yeah.
right? So do you have problems then when you're doing shows and stuff like that with, I don't know, like critics and trolls and stuff like that?
I'm quite lucky, you know. Like a lot of the stuff that I do, people are generally quite nice about it. They're always quite pleased to see me, which is good.
Yeah.
So I don't. Obviously, you get the odd comment, but
Yeah.
you know, I've been doing it for too long now. I've been doing it since I was 21 years old, so I sort of know the ins and outs, the pitfalls and the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
So I know how the game works. So I sort of keep it at a distance, you know.
Yeah.
When I'm working, but when I'm not working, I'm at home with my family, and I'm not. You wouldn't think that I was on telly. You wouldn't think I was on telly when I'm not working. It's
all about building the bubble, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've built the bubble with a lot of people.
We've got a big old bubble, mate.
There's a big bubble.
It is a big bubble.
How many heartbeats are there in your house now?
Well, we've got 6 kids, and then we've got 2 dogs.
Yeah.
We've got 4 ducks, and then there's me and Stacey as well. So there's quite a lot of people in that house. Yeah.
Have you read the book A Squash and a Squeeze?
No.
It's a kid's book about someone getting more and more stuff in their house.
Yeah.
Just gets more and more until they're like, basically the mum and dad end up living outside.
Yeah, well, I think the kids are going to eventually take over, and we'll be put in the outhouse somewhere.
Yeah. What's it called? Pickle Cottage.
Pickle Cottage, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
lovely. The
that.
kids, we are so lucky to be there.
Yeah. It's fantastic. All right, look, we'll keep going through now. We're into April 2024. We've got clothes. We've got a long sleeve jumper.
Yeah.
We've got a 2-piece shirt set. This is a weird one. So much stuff. You're buying stuff every day, Joe.
No, they said that must just be a period.
Okay.
I've sort of gone off for that.
I've done 120 episodes of this.
Yeah.
No one's ever bought a watermelon growing mould.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, my God. Have you not seen them?
No.
So Stacey's got into the gardening. Stacey's like a young Charlie Dimmock at the minute. So she's growing stuff, vegetables and cucumbers. And I see once that someone had grown a watermelon into the mould of Donald Trump's face.
Incredible.
And I loved it. And then I found that you can buy heart-shaped moulds and square-shaped moulds.
What I'm looking at, it's a heart-shaped
Yeah, so
watermelon.
I've got a square one and I've got a heart-shaped one. But they weirdly, Stacey said that she thought it'd be a bit cruel to the watermelon to have it grow into a shape. So I haven't
I sort
used...
of know what she means. It's watermelon abuse.
Yeah, it's
like a
watermelon
watermelon.
abuse.
You know, like when they make veal, and it's really awful what they do
Yeah.
with young cows. It's the same thing.
So we haven't used it yet, but it's there. I just got this thing of like, can you imagine being able to stack up a load of watermelons as like Lego? Little
Yeah.
It's so cool, isn't it?
I've never had. Oh, it's a great idea.
It's one of those things that I thought would be the idea was better than the actual thing. I haven't done it yet.
Listen, it was worth doing just for this. I think we're going to get that a lot on the show today. It's amazing. There's a heart one here. The heart feels weird. The idea of sort of tucking into a watermelon. Happy Valentine's Day, darling.
Down the middle. Have some of that.
Cut this in half, like you do to me on a daily basis.
Stick that knife in.
I mean, that's probably the sort of very weird bit of romance, I would say. How do you and Stacey, I mean, how do you even find time to do romantic things and do gestures like a heart-shaped watermelon when you've got, as we've said, 432 kids? What do you do?
So I like things like that. So for me, I'd have bought the watermelon thing and I was like, I'd have been really excited to say to Stacey, look what's arrived.
Yeah.
We can make square watermelons and watermelons that look like hearts.
Yeah.
But the reality is when I showed it to her excitement wasn't the same as mine.
Is that a common thread? Because I would say that's the same dynamic as my relationship. I'm the one who's walking and going, guys, I've got indoor fireworks. Yep. And my wife's like, why they're outdoor. What are you doing? I'm
completely the same. Okay. Like today on TikTok shop, I bought...
Which we're going to get to soon, by the way.
I bought these little rubber ducks, little ones that you put on the end of your finger and you pull the legs and you shoot them.
Right.
So I bought 20 of those for the kids because I can just picture us lot running around the house shooting each other with little rubber ducks.
Yeah. And the gap between seeing the rubber ducks on TikTok and Joe clicking on order, the gap between seeing that and your thumb, it's a very small gap, isn't it?
Well, it was all dependent on the price. It was £1.79.
I'm in.
And I was like, £1.79, you've got me.
Done. Yeah. 20 rubber ducks. These are things you'd never put on a shopping list.
No.
What have I got to do today? I've got to get some rubber ducks.
Yeah, it's stuff that you don't need, but when you think about it a little bit more, you think, maybe I do need that.
And it makes you feel good.
Yeah, like I go home and play with the kids, shoot the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
be fun.
Yeah.
Growing well, everything's attached to a memory. So
that's the idea.
Years, that's not. It's never gonna that's not what's the word? That's never gonna disappear. It's plastic. It's never gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, so years and years and years to come.
Your great grandkids will be firing.
I'll pull out a little rubber duck and be like, "Oh my god, do you remember the memories on that rubber duck? Remember the fun we had?" So.
And you'll be able to say to Stacey, "I told you this would be good."
I told you it was a 175 well spent.
Because what tends to happen is, my wife has a sort of muscle memory eye roll now, like all the time. It's why would you? Is she like? Is there quite a lot of what have you?
Yeah, what have you got now?
Are the packages arriving every day?
No. I feel like they're going waves. So like, I'll go through a stage where I'm heavily like getting bits and pieces, and then I'll go for a month where I'm like, I can't be bothered on it. Okay. And then I'll discover TikTok shop. Which is like,
I'm excited to go into TikTok.
It's just a load of stuff that you don't need, but you sort of want.
Yeah. I mean, that's the definition of what this stuff is. This is good. You've bought a More Wealth cable pulley system.
What?
You've bought? It's like a gym thing.
Yeah,
it's like weights.
Yeah, that would have been something for the gym. I do like to buy gym equipment, not expensive, just like cheap bits of gym
30
equipment.
quid this.
Because I feel like it gets me. It should get me in the mode to go down the gym. I'm buying something for the gym. I'll go down and use it, but that hasn't happened yet.
Right, yeah.
The buying it and the gym in it.
But I think a lot of exercise stuff is all novelty. If I've got a new toy in the gym or something, then I'm up for doing it.
It's good intentions, isn't it?
It's good intentions, and I would say, I'm just constantly thinking of euphemisms. It's low boredom threshold. That's what I've got. Low boredom threshold. I want some exciting stuff to do. Yeah. I'm going to use it once. Do you know what I mean? But it's fun, right?
I'm going to itch that itch. I'm going to scratch that itch. Do you know what I mean?
So how often do you go in the gym then?
Not a lot at the minute. Yeah, I ain't finding a lot of time.
You look all right. It's okay.
Yeah, I know, but I find as I've hit 40, my body has changed. It's gone from being youthful to like a little bit droopy.
Don't.
Yeah, so I really do need to get in there and work on it.
Do you watch what you eat?
I am at the minute, but I'm not very good at that. Like discipline.
You're a sugar fiend?
Well, I get to the stage where I'll diet and I won't eat, but then I get so hungry that my brain becomes too greedy. Yeah. So I'll get so hungry I want a kebab. Instead of like having something a couple of hours earlier and having like a bit of pita bread, something healthy, I'll get to the stage where I'm like ravenous. I just want to eat anything that's greasy and dirty.
So that's what you go towards, the grease and dirt? Because I go towards the sugar and the starch. That's my vibe.
I'm
like
quite
Oreos.
starchy as well. Yeah, not so much sweet stuff.
But again, it's about, oh God, it's so fucking grown up. But it's about sort of controlling your impulses all the time. Yeah. It's hard work. I can't be bothered to do that.
I struggle with that.
Yeah. Well, a couple of years ago, I got diagnosed with ADHD. And that has, that's helped me explain to myself a lot.
Same with me. I've just been recently recently diagnosed with it. So
Oh, congratulations! Welcome to the gang.
well, I'm sort of feeling that way. I'm sort of new to it, so I don't really know the path. I'm started medication and stuff like that. And,
how's the medication
well,
going?
I lost the medication, which is sort of part of the ADHD, I think. It's the swings and roundabouts. So I've had to order some more medication. But yeah, it's a weird one. I sort of always knew there was something. I mean, you probably can tell by my impulsive buys.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. And it's but it's great. It's all good stuff, and it's not like problematic stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you're wasting money. It's all stuff. There's always a reason for getting it.
Yeah. Who don't want a square watermelon?
Stacey.
Apart from Stacey.
Apart from your wife.
Yeah. Apart from the one that counts.
How are you finding the meds at the moment? Because when I first started, it's tricky.
Yeah,
getting the
so
right
meds
number.
at the minute.
I mean, when I say how you finding, I don't mean you've lost them. Where are
Yeah,
they?
I took them for 2 days, and I've lost them for the last 3 days.
Yeah.
And I've just got them back. So I just need to. It's with the ADHD.
Yeah.
Part of the problem is being forgetful, like let my mind run away and doing other things instead of doing what I need to do.
Yeah.
And the whole getting in the mode of taking it every morning is still. I'm in that process still.
Don't take coffee with it. You've been told that.
I'd done that the first time. I went and had a Red Bull when I'd done the school run.
Don't, Joe,
And then I took
please.
it, and I had really tingly fingers, and I was quite. My toes were tingly.
Yeah.
So I have to be careful. They've said I have to have a high protein breakfast.
That's right.
In the morning.
Yeah, that's good
'Cause
stuff.
again, my diet, I could go without breakfast and lunch and just have dinner sometimes.
Yeah, then that just makes the crash. This is becoming an advised Joe Swash session. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, don't watch out for caffeine and sugar as well.
Yeah.
And take it early, otherwise it affects your sleep.
Yeah. No, I have to say I haven't actually taken it yet, so I'm going to take it when I finish this.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I didn't have enough time to have breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come in here feeling like.
No.
My fingertips were tingling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this isn't a
this ain't the time or
90s
place.
rave.
Yeah.
It's not what's going on. We're not in a field somewhere.
Yeah.
I think a very
There's a
great.
time and a place for everything.
Exactly. Well, look, congratulations on getting the diagnosis. It's a really
Thank
good
you.
moment because it explains everything.
It really
to be honest,
does,
I
yeah.
could have looked at this and diagnosed you.
Yeah.
Shake Up Men's Tinted Moisturizer. You got this on the 31st of July. Lovely stuff. It's like a little bit of tan involved here.
I don't moisturise enough anyway. My skin's quite dry. And in the mornings, my face is very pale. So a little bit of moisturiser, a little tint in it.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, it's only like slightly. And it's a men's moisturiser as well. So it's like men's stuff.
But what would our dad's generation or their
Oh, my
generation?
God.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They wouldn't have none of this.
They would curse me for brushing my teeth twice a day.
Yeah. Let alone putting on tinted moisturiser. What the hell were you doing?
Moisturiser? What? In the middle of July, we're going to get a tan. I don't want to get skin cancer. It's fine. I'm going to get the tinted moisturiser. For God's sake, leave me alone. Yeah, I mean, look, and also there's different, you can go for all the different types of tint. So you've gone for bronze.
Yeah.
Extra light.
Not too much. Down the middle.
The problem with, I would say, all the sort of moisturiser stuff I've got is you've got to play the long game.
Yeah. Again, it's something I'm not good at.
Right. You got to moisturise every day.
Yeah.
It's like a pension. It's a skin pension.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're going to reap, there'll be some dividends in a few years' time. I don't care about Tom in a few years' time.
I'm very much the same as you. I always think, I'm always setting my future self up to fail. Instead of just doing what would be good for me in the future now, I only want to do what's good for me now instead of playing the long game. So again, with the moisturiser, it'd be a good idea to use it every single day. But I can just about brush my teeth sometimes every single day. I've got to get up, I've got to get 5 kids to school, and by the time you drop them to school, you got to pick them up again. So things like moisturising and stuff like that does go out the window sometimes.
I'm terrified by the idea of you dropping the kids off on Red Bull.
Yeah.
Go! Love you!
Get out, let's go!
Have a great day!
That's me not on Red Bull.
But do you get the crash? Because that's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
A really big breakthrough was I used to get these horrendous dopamine crashes all my life, for the first 42 years of my life.
Yeah.
All the gas would run out of my brain and I'd feel awful.
Yeah, I'll go through the day, and at about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I just want to sit in a dark room for a little while.
Yeah.
You can't because you've got kids, so I just want to sit down and almost process the day a little bit and let myself unwind. Otherwise, it's just too much information, too much stuff going in my head going on.
So how do you unwind? How does Joe Swash relax?
It's difficult sometimes. I mean, you've got to get the kids to bed and stuff like that. So
that's the best finishing line in the world.
Yeah.
When they're in bed, like walking down the stairs.
It's like a real sense of achievement. I've done it.
Yeah, it's only 11:30.
I've smashed it.
Yeah.
But I think what I do is I will stay up slightly later. So like Stacey and the kids will go to bed. They'll all be in bed by 9:30, 10. I'll probably stay up till about 12.
That time.
Give myself 2 hours to watch a documentary on the telly.
Yes.
No Cocomelon, no like Stacey loves a bit of Suits or Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
I can have my TV. So I give myself a couple of hours in the evening before I go to bed.
A documentary about like rail transport.
I just ain't really mind numbing. That's just going to help me doze off.
Yeah.
You know,
That's so true.
Or a podcast. I listen to like a history podcast or something.
Yeah. It's important to have that time to wind down. The problem with that is, right, that I'm experiencing at the moment, is I'm just knackered the next morning. You're tired. Those 2 hours to just be by yourself, they come at a cost. And you get the next day and you're like, oh. No.
That's the battle at the minute because I'm not sleeping great either. So because we've got the 5 kids, they're all at different ages. Every night, one of them are up, one of them wants something. So you never get in a full night's sleep and you never really go into a deep sleep. So it's always quite a shallow sleep.
Yeah, you sort of sleep in a crouch.
Yeah, I can hear a step from upstairs. I know when someone's like ripped off a bit of toilet roll because I can hear it.
So are you the light sleeper or does Stacey?
I'm very much the light sleeper. So
you're on guard. Mate, this is the ADHD thing.
Yeah,
You're the one in caveman days, you're the one looking out onto the savannah, I don't know, looking out for threats.
Yeah. Like so, if the baby's awake, because I can hear it. I can hear one of my kids. If they wake up, I can hear it a mile off. I know when they're coming down the stairs, how urgent they're coming down the stairs. So I know. So yeah, I'm very light when it comes to my sleeping, and it's not. It's always broken sleep at the minute. Yeah. So it's that constant battle of not being able to sleep, and then wanting to find some time in the evening to wind down. Where really I should be using that to sleep, but.
Shall I order you some more moisturiser?
No. Well, no, I might need a facelift by the end of this.
Get some bulldog clips.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, great. Elsewhere, we have got electric toothbrush. We're in July, by the way. We're in July 2024.
Yeah.
Self-tanning set with the mitts.
Yeah, got to have a mix so you get dirty fingers.
Yeah, you get the stains.
I found a really good one as well, right?
Go on here or?
It's like a mitt, but it's a long one, so you can do your back.
You can't get. Why won't Stacey? You come and tan my back, please.
I know, but
that's love.
There's certain things in a relationship that you don't really want to. You don't really want to break. Cross that boundary.
Yeah.
So sometimes, to be fair, the last person who tanned me was Stacey's mum.
Are you joking?
Yeah, she done my back the other week. Yeah, I had to get naked for some job, and I thought I can't get naked because I look like a jellyfish. You can see my bones.
You're right.
So there was certain spots I couldn't reach. Stacey wasn't there, so her mum done it for me.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we've got a good
was
relationship.
She keen?
What?
Was she keen to do it?
Yeah, well, she didn't moan
Bit too
about
keen?
it. Well, no, be careful. She'll be listening to us.
So what she's got the mitts on, has she? And
She had a
she's
little meet up, done my back for me. Yeah.
chatting to you while she's doing it, going on nice on your holidays.
Yeah. How's your day been? I'm living right. Thanks, Fiona.
Does Stacey know that her mum's been?
Yeah, we're quite a close family.
It's lovely.
Yeah, we don't hide anything from each other in our family.
No, I can tell. Brilliant. But that's how you get happiness, right? Then when there's no boundaries at all like that.
We're a little unit.
That's beautiful.
It was only my back. I didn't ask her to tan anything else. Do you know what I mean? It could have been worse.
Was there? Stop there, Fiona. Okay, that's fine. There's a line.
I done the top of my shoulders. There was like a circle in the middle of my back that my arm just couldn't reach. So it's just like a little. There was like that honey spot at the back that I couldn't get to.
The first thing you think is, my mother-in-law. That's what this is.
I was going to squirt on the wall and rub me back on the wall. I thought I'd better just ask the mother-in-law. Stacey will go mad.
I've got a friend who shaves his back, and he gets one of his kids to shave his back.
Oh, does he?
And I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think that daughter of his is going to need therapy. I'll be honest. He tells me when he's done it, I'm like, Brian, don't do that. It's horrendous.
How hairy is the back though? Is it really hairy?
Yeah, it's quite hairy.
Yeah.
He's got a proper back. You can get a back shaver. It's like this long.
Oh, like a gardener, like some shears.
Looks like a squidgy.
Like when you do the hedges.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Lovely.
It's perfect. Put a little shape in there. Just write the word Fiona on the back. Have you seen what Fiona's written on your back? That's a problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. Worst son-in-law ever. All right. We've got reading glasses.
Yeah. You know what, mate? I've got to get down to the opticians because these are just the magnified one.
Yeah. Okay.
And
when did you start needing them? Was there a sudden moment?
That moment was about 2 months ago, yeah.
That's quite recent.
What it was every time I looked at my phone, everyone was like, what are you doing? I was sort of like squinting a lot of the time. So I didn't even realise. Yeah. I just
thought to do that.
Yeah, but I just thought my eyes were like everyone else's. So there's a lot of that business going on, squinting. And so, yeah, I've got these, but I do really need to get some proper ones. But these are really good because I can buy 10 pairs or 5 pairs for like How many is it?
So you have bought there a 3-pack of reading glasses on Amazon. I can hear every optician now just going, please don't do it like this. This is so bad for your eyes. I mean, this is £15.90 with a magnification strength of 1. Well, I guess if you've got the right magnification, if you know what your strength is.
Well, I don't know my strength. I feel like this should be what I should be seeing, I think.
You look good in glasses.
Thank you very much. But these are really cheap ones because kids break them, and I lose them. So these are...
Do you ever go a day without a kid breaking something? And the problem when a kid breaks something, our kid broke a window pane inside the house the other day. It costs like 80 quid to fix.
Yeah.
And when they break something, you're like, well, who's going to pay for that? Are you going to pay for that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're my kid. No,
yeah,
so...
no responsibility. It's your responsibility, really, isn't it? Yeah, it comes back down to you.
It's me.
You should have been watching them.
I know, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem.
That's what I get from Stacey. You should have been watching them.
How did you watch 5
How did he fall down the stairs? You should have been watching him.
It's just... Yeah, but, they've got to learn about stairs. That's the problem.
Listen, life's a lesson,
You can't do helicopter parenting, especially when you've got 5 kids.
No, got to learn the hard way.
You've got to be like the Yorkshire Shepherdess. You know the Yorkshire Shepherdess? She's been on this show. She's got like 9 or 10 kids, and they just go out in the fields.
Yeah.
Just let them go feral, man.
Build up your immune system. Go for it.
That is the thing that I love it when parents say that. The immune system, guys.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing there.
Yeah.
All right, look, what we're going to do, we'll find a couple more things on Amazon, Joe, and then we're going to pivot to TikTok.
Oh, that's the one TikTok.
I've got you nicely softened up now. Nice and relaxed. He's chilled out. His guard's down. But it's really sweet. There's so much stuff. It is all lovely family stuff and sort of family stuff mixed in with the odd bit of
I love a
self-care.
gadget. Anything that sort of like makes my life easier in the kitchen or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate a good gadget that works.
Yeah. We're looking at September 2024 now. And there's more glasses. Barbecue skewers set.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, no, I love cooking. And I bought these barbecue skewer sets, but it's a skewer, a U-shaped skewer. So when you make the kebab, it doesn't spin on the sticks; it's double pronged.
Oh, that's good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was for work because I do a lot of cooking and stuff on my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been for something that I was doing on Instagram. Actually, I do remember I made like a kebab that when it came out of the oven looked a little bit like a turd. But
did that go on Insta?
It did, but it tasted delightful. So it's not always about what it looks like.
Yeah, you go,
it's about what's inside,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Apart from when it comes to hair fibres, obviously, and bronzing tan. But if the kebab looks like a turd, it's fine. Yeah. Polish it, guys, polish it. So do you do a lot of cooking on the Instagram then?
I love cooking, yeah. I really enjoy it. It's something that it's one of my little escapes.
Yeah.
I can get in the kitchen, I'm cooking, I'm providing for my family, and I get a big satisfaction from sitting down and watching my kids and my family eating stuff that I provided.
Are you a needy chef?
I'm a real needy chef.
I'm like, do you like it?
If I cook and no one eats it and it goes cold, I'm fuming. Listen, I can hear my mum in the background when I was a kid. Yeah, I've cooked this dinner, now it's gone. And I know exactly what she feels like.
Yeah.
I definitely do need the praise. I need the pat on the back. That was lovely.
Yeah. Well, you're a performer as well. We all need validation all the time.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it whenever I cook for them. Is it nice? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Is it nice?
Yeah.
Is it nice? Please leave me alone, Dad. What's wrong with you? Our poor kids growing up with us as parents.
Why don't you try and have less potato and more meat on that? Because I think that would work better.
Yeah. Are you quite controlling?
No, I can't be. Once the food's down in my house, it's like lunchtime at the zoo. Everyone just eats what they want to eat. But I just love, on a Sunday, I love getting up with the kids, maybe going down to the farm shop, buying a bit of meat and some potatoes and getting the dinner ready. And the whole Sunday, I really enjoy it.
Yeah. You're very outward focused, aren't you? Like everything you do, you're entertaining the kids, you're looking at, like it feels like it's full time.
I do.
Doing everything in that direction.
I do I'm a bit of a giver. So like for Christmas, I will get more of a satisfaction and more buzz giving one of my family members something I know they're really going to love than receiving something. Sometimes if I get something I really like, I almost get a bit embarrassed. Like, oh, thank you so much. I'm a little bit obliged, a bit embarrassed. So
that's interesting.
I'm more of a giver than a receiver.
How are you with compliments?
I have had to learn with compliments. Yeah. I had a conversation with someone years ago when I was doing a spin-off show on I'm a Celebrity. Yeah. And he just said, you know what, Joe, if you can just just take a compliment. Sometimes I'd throw it back. I'd be like, oh, no, you're good. No, they're good. And he said, sometimes just say thank you so much. I really appreciate that, because it makes that person feel really nice about giving you the compliment.
Yeah, but
you've taken it and you've said thank you. I appreciate that.
But you need to feel it, right? Because whenever I get a compliment, I instantly dismantle why they've given the compliment in my head.
I'll say to them, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
But deep down, I'm like, I don't believe that. But it's just the process of accepting a compliment that I found hard back in the day. So
so you got better at that.
I'm really good at saying thank you so much. I really appreciate that comment. That's really nice of you. Instead of going, oh no, I was only good at that because of this and because I've done it there, and you'd be much better than me. So I'm
going to tell the bosses. They should present this.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm here. So I've had to learn to sort of take a compliment and just appreciate that someone's appreciated you.
You'd never get away with that in America as well. If you do that in America, the self-effacing, self-deprecating thing, they just think you're down on yourself, and then you've got to be a bit boasty. You've got to be like, yeah, thanks.
That's
it's good. This is amazing. Mum's on the phone.
Oh, me mum, let me quickly answer.
Yeah, you answer the phone. Yeah, absolutely. Don't tell her about what happened with your mother-in-law.
Hello, Mum. You all right? Yeah, I'm phoning him as soon as I finish this meeting. So it's either today or tomorrow.
It's a meeting, guys.
What happened yesterday? All right, I'll phone you afterwards. Bye. Right, go on, all yours.
No, I felt bad that you sure you don't want to.
Oh no, I'll phone her after.
I'm sweet. Well, this isn't a meeting, Joe.
That's all right.
You should have said,
it's work, innit?
I'm doing a podcast, Mum. I'm doing one of the big ones. All right, good. Okay, so, Joe.
Yeah.
It's time to close down Amazon.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do that. And then, in what I can only describe as one of the most trusting acts of any of my guests ever.
My TikTok.
I'm going to open your TikTok. I'm going to go to TikTok shop.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is look at orders.
See, I think you'll find the stuff that I buy on TikTok is slightly different to the stuff that I buy on Amazon.
Yeah. Okay, I see that, and there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of orders. We can go. Let's see how far back we can go. Hang on. Show results. So I'm just going to keep scrolling down. And it's reloading and it just keeps scrolling.
The TikTok thing is, you pick stuff up so cheaply on TikTok, can't you?
Yeah, but it adds up.
It does add up, yeah.
And I mean, I don't even know where to start. This is so good. So look, let's go back to... I'm waiting for it to stop reloading. I'm trying to get back to the beginning. And I'm just going to find a random thing, right? I'm going to click on a random thing. And this is a... digital counting money jar.
Oh, can you believe this? So I bought this for Rex. It was a digital counting money jar.
Yeah.
You put the money in and it counts up and adds up the money.
Oh, I love it.
But when I got it, it only adds up in dollars. So it wasn't sterling, it was dollars.
That is... So Rex has now had to move to America.
So unless he's saving for a trip to America, that's an absolute waste of money that I...
Sent it back though, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put that in the corner of the room. Okay, fine. All right. So that's lovely for the kids. Love that. Very nice. And then elsewhere we have got on the TikTok shop 12 blue scented. Oh yeah. 2 ply embossed paper wipe rolls. The blue.
That was my first thing I bought on TikTok.
There you go.
So the very first thing I bought on TikTok was like an industrial size bundle of blue toilet roll, kitchen roll. So I think it was like 30 rolls of it for like 10 quid.
Yeah, you're basically turning your lovely, cosy home into an institution when you use this stuff. It does feel like a kid's home.
It just felt like such a deal. There's so much of it.
There's loads of it. But you only ever see those in canteens,
hospitals. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Again, was it like you were sitting there going, oh, I really need to get some...
I was probably sitting, you know what would have happened? I was sitting there and we'd run out of kitchen roll.
Yeah.
And I do love a bit of kitchen roll. It's a really nice way to clean up the kitchen.
Whoa.
And I thought, well, you know what? I could buy that. There's so much of it. That would last me the year.
Are you a good cleaner? You're a wiper?
I'm a wiper. I like a little squirt and I like a wipe. Yeah.
It's nice that it's got to look good.
Yeah, that's what Stacey said. The problem was it was blue. That was the problem. It didn't go with anything in the kitchen.
Has anything you've ever bought passed the Stacey test?
There must be I think Stacey doesn't like me passing any tests because she doesn't...
Hang on, sorry.
I don't think Stacey will admit to me passing any tests because she doesn't she's not comfortable with my TikTok addiction, so she doesn't want to feed into it.
Thank you for saying the word addiction. Yeah, appreciate that.
So when I do find something I think is really good, she will fight the urge to go, that is good. Just to go, do we really need it? Where are we going to put it?
But what seems to happen, and this might be an ADHD impulsive thing, instead of going, Stacey, do you think this is good, and showing her your phone, you go, Stacey, I've bought the object, here's the thing, do you think this is...
Look, I've surprised you with this. Yeah, look what I've surprised you with. Yeah, definitely.
What's the thing she's loved most? There must be something that you bought where she's gone like, oh no, that is good.
Oh, what was it? What was good? There has been things like, kitchen gadgets.
Yeah, okay. Oh, look, here we go. Kitchen gadgets. We've got one here. 3-in-1 manual knives sharpener. 84p. All right, moneybags. Look at you go. So this is one of those things.
Just sharpening your knives.
Do you know what, Joe? Can I be completely honest with you? I don't think I've ever sharpened our knives in our house.
I don't think I even see this arrive. I think again, some of this stuff just enters the house and bypasses me, and then I don't know where it goes. So
do you think you're more into the act of buying it than the act of actually using it?
I'm into the act of buying it and almost convincing myself how much I need it.
Yeah,
I really need that. It would really make my life easier. Knowing I'm cutting that meat and it's not cutting properly.
What I'm finding interesting about this, and having done this show loads, is some people, I get the feeling that's coming from a place of sadness. They're sort of going, oh, this might work and this might work. For you, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it's like, oh, this is...
I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a buoyant sort of...
I bought this thing called, it's a grape quarterer. So you put grapes in it, you press it and it quarters the grapes for you.
Right, like a knife might. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But you ever sat there and had to quarter grapes with a knife? It takes you ages.
Because that's the thing about grapes. You can't give grapes to young kids, can
exactly.
you?
So I've got to quarter them. I can't just cut them in half. I've got to quarter them. So I can just chuck them in, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Cherry tomatoes for a salad, pop them in there. Yeah. So like there are certain things like, the grape quarterer, that was a great success.
Well, yeah, it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I can imagine, when you're next having an argument with Stacey about you spending too much money, you can just say, but the grape quarterer, Stacey.
The time we saved. Yeah.
Come on.
I got myself one of those cheese graters. You put the cheese on the top, you turn the wheel and it spits it out the other end.
I need to watch out how much cheese I'm eating. If you give me grated cheese, I could eat my own body weight in it.
Yeah.
I don't even like normal cheese. I just like a lump of mature cheddar.
I think that's something to do with age, isn't it? You get older, you just fall in love with cheese all over again, don't you?
Yeah. Cheese and wine. I just want to smell as awful as possible.
I just want gout as quick as possible. Yeah. Bring on set of gout, please.
But this is interesting as well because, you've mentioned your age a couple of times and you've talked about things like the hair and looking good. And so there is a sort of element of you buy stuff to try not to like physically age and look older, but you're also buying stuff to stay young, which ironically our kids keep us young and yet they age us at the same time. And so there's so much fun stuff because you're trying to keep that playground alive, right?
Yeah.
And you're having a laugh. Foldable basketball hoop.
Yeah, that was one Stacey didn't appreciate. One of the kids showed an interest in basketball, and I was like, "Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?"
Yeah.
And how much was it?
£16.79.
Well, that's one of my higher purchases actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's reduced from $23.99.
That's what sold it to me.
Whoever paid full price for anything on TikTok ever is an imbecile. I'm going to put that out there. Nothing has ever been full price on TikTok. But it's fun though, isn't it? Because like when we were kids, if we showed an interest in something, our parents would be like, "Yeah, basketball."
Yeah.
You'd have a couple of days, give it a week or two. But now our kids say, I'm interested in, weaving.
Yeah, but I really want to kind of like indulge in all of the hobbies. Like, you like something, come on, I'll help you. I'll get involved with you.
Yeah. You're so like the parenting thing. Obviously, your dad passed away at a very young age. Didn't he? I had same thing happened to me. My dad died when I was 13.
Well, I think I was like 11.
Right, okay, you win.
Beat ya.
1-0.
Beat ya.
Unbelievable. But it affects how you are as a parent. Certainly as a dad, it affects me because I'm remembering the absence when I was a kid. Yeah. So I'm often doing this and trying to
overcompensating. I'm overcompensating for something I never had as a kid. Yeah. I'm overcompensating for like, the risk that something one day is going to happen and I'm not going to be here no more. The uncertainty.
Does that play in your mind? Because I have that.
Yeah, the uncertainty of things. Like, I really like to do things, live things, breathe things, experience things. Now instead of putting them off a little bit because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not a great way to say goodbye to the kids in the morning.
It ain't, is it? Like, big looking last farewell.
Never know what
it might be the last time I'll see you kids, but have a good one. Have a lovely life.
But anyone who is a parent or looks after a little one, it plays in your mind.
It really does. I mean, parent guilt comes in all different forms and sizes. And I think I think I suffer from all of them. You know,
The thing to do is
because the one thing you want to do is be a good parent.
Yeah.
You know, you want to set your kids off on the right path.
Yeah.
You want your kids, when they get older and they're adults, to have fond memories of when they were kids and stuff. So I think a lot of the stuff that I do for the kids.
Yeah. But what about stuff you want? Because I was just thinking when you said that, I was like, yeah, but also I want to watch a documentary on, train logistics at 10 p.m. What happens? What about the stuff you want to do? Is that all on pause at the moment, or do you find time to go and do stuff you want to do? Or is it the kids, that's what you want to do?
I think the kids are like, there are things I like doing. I like fishing and stuff like that.
Okay.
But generally, like the kids at the moment are my hobby. They're not going to be this age forever.
No.
In a couple of years' time, I'm not going to be cool dad. I'm going to be a little bit embarrassing
You'll
dad.
always be cool dad, Joe.
So I just feel like you've got to live these little moments. Like it might be a bit overwhelming and quite busy at the minute, but there'll be plenty of time in my life where I'll be chomping at the bit to have a busy house.
Yeah, and you'll just be staring at your phone, looking at pictures of your kids when they were younger,
playing with the little plastic blow up ducks.
What I've enjoyed about this episode is that you have seeded the end of our episode. That's the way this is all going to end, with some rubber ducks, and we all know it. It's like when you read a book or there's a film and you know something dramatic happens at the end.
Happen.
Our Thelma and Louise going over the cliff with the rubber ducks, guys. So let's just strap in because we're nearly there. There's loads and of course, don't worry. There's loads and loads of stuff. We've got a catapult toilet toy.
Yeah.
This is where you
catapult little poos into the toilet.
You're catapulting poos into the toilet. So educational.
Yeah. Hand-to-eye coordination.
Yeah, good.
Stuff like that. It's very good for kids.
Very nice, very nice. How long do you sort of get it and go on, go away and play with that? Or do you get it and go, can I play with you?
I usually get it and test it first so the kids don't get in the way.
Yeah,
and once I'm good at it, then I'll play with kids at it.
That is a genius thing. You get the stuff arrives while the kids are at school.
Yep.
You get in there, you become Olympic level.
Yep.
And then you reopen it for them. And then you do some real damage to their self-esteem.
I'm definitely one for like the kids. When the kids beat me, they're going to beat me because they really beat me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend, to let them win and stuff like that. I think
the
time will come when they succeed me and they beat me at things like wrestling and stuff like that. I'm the daddy. I'm the man.
Right.
I still beat them kids up but there will be a time when the roles will be reversed. So yeah, I do like to show the kids. I'm quite competitive, not so much with the kids, but I don't like the kids to win everything.
Are you competitive with sports and stuff? Do you football and things?
Yeah, I love sports. Don't do as much as I used to.
So like competitively, you did football and stuff and sports.
So I'm quite competitive. I like sports. Yeah. Again, when I was a kid, I've always go by the saying that I always had all the gear but no idea. So if it was Wimbledon, I would get a tennis racket. Yeah. If it was Lords, I'd get a cricket bat. Football. So I would always be playing what was on the telly.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Did you play by yourself? Because I would often get a cricket bat or whatever, like you say, when there was a big event. And maybe in front of a bit of glass, I'd be sort of practicing, but never quite playing with other people. Do you know what I mean? It's like weird sort of...
Mine was different. So I was quite lucky. I lived in like a little mews. So it always like...
Where did you grow up? Whereabouts?
In Islington, North London.
Okay.
So I'd be out in the mews. There'd be loads of kids. And it wouldn't be just me. It'd be like all the kids. So it'd be like we'd go through a phase of loving cricket or loving tennis or loving football. And every time we loved something else, I had to get something. I had to get the tennis racket or... Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, so I do love my sports, and I do get a little bit competitive sometimes.
How often do you play sports now then?
Not as much as I used to. I think as sporty as it gets is fishing. And that's not very sporty at the minute.
I'm gonna have the argument people have with me about golf.
Yeah.
People say golf isn't a sport, and I'm like, hey,
I like a bit of darts. Does that count?
No.
No, I've got to be more physical. I do need to
do
more physical activities than I am at the minute.
It really helps to get back to the ADHD thing.
Yeah.
Any sport like a football.
It's meant to be really good for you, isn't it?
And resistance. You know that thing about resistance. If you're having a bit of a fizzy moment.
Yeah.
And if any of your kids, ADHD highly hereditary. So I can literally trace the line in my family, and I can see it with my kids as well. There's a really good thing. You can just push your hands together for like 20 seconds as hard as you can. That resistance afterwards, it's just a tiny bit of dopamine or a tiny bit of stuff, and you just feel a little bit calmer. Really basic stuff. Resistance is massive.
Takes your mind off of something that you're doing.
Takes your mind away from it.
Yeah.
Either that or a game involving flicking poos into a plastic toilet.
I mean,
it's up to you.
Swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
You can do
Different courses.
Elsewhere then on your TikTok shop, this is lovely. Joe Swash has bought a tongue scraper.
Yeah. Have you seen these?
No, I've heard about it. It's just gross. And the picture of it's just like the lady on here scraping her tongue and making really intense eye contact with the camera.
I'm telling you, right? I got one for me and I got one for Stacey.
Oh,
right?
his and hers tongue scraper. The romance is alive and well.
And
no wonder you've got 16
if
kids.
you would see the amount of fur that comes off of my tongue on that tongue scraper, I'll go from having a tongue of an 80-year-old to a tongue of an 8-year-old within one scrape. Yeah.
What is it? Just like...
It's like, I don't understand. You put it on your tongue, you scrape your tongue down.
But what's the stuff on your tongue? Why is there
I don't
stuff
know.
on my
It's just like-
tongue?
your tongue's eating things and licking things and stuff. It's nice. You clean your teeth, you clean your gums.
Never clean my
Why
tongue.
don't you clean your tongue?
Oh,
Your tongue's
God.
in there as much as your teeth is, you know what I mean? So
You're quite a good salesman.
clean tongue, clean mouth,
Yeah.
bad breath.
Yeah.
My morning breath's pretty bad, so I was like, that might help with that.
I'm so paranoid about my breath.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting on the tube and someone moves,
Yeah,
I have to check they're leaving the tube because once someone moved and just sat elsewhere, and I was
because
like,
of the breath.
"What is it?"
Yeah, I mean, I could brush my teeth and eat airwaves, and you still get a good undercurrent of bad breath. So, yeah, I thought the tongue scraper might help with that.
I love the pride, the pride and the bad breath. Wow, Stacey must have been over the moon.
I don't think I've actually give it to her yet.
Oh well, let's make
No,
sure
yeah.
you give it to her before this comes out because you don't want to spoil the surprise. You know what? Wrap it up, put a bow on it.
Yeah, we're gonna have some lovely tongues this time next year.
It's time next year. Think of our tongues, and you'll see pictures of you before the tongue scraper.
It'll
Be
be
like,
nice and red, looking nice and healthy.
oh, God. It's made me really paranoid about what's on my tongue now. More toys for the kids here. We've got the electric stair climbing track with toy. We've got some clothes as well. We have got, what on earth is this, Joe Swash? Oh, mate.
What is
the
it?
men's sweat sauna T-shirt. It's a T-shirt that's got like tin foil inside.
Yeah. So again, it's something to encourage me to get down the gym.
Yeah.
I've sort of got into rowing a little bit before the holiday, and this was like it's like a T-shirt that has tin foil on the inside, and it promotes sweating. So it sort of like it cooks you from the inside.
Yeah, like a turkey.
Like
Okay.
a turkey, yeah. So yeah, I got one of those, but I got mine probably a size too small, so I really have to kind of fight to get it on. And then once it's got sweaty, I have to literally have someone take it off of me because I can't get it
Mother-in-law?
over. No, Stacey.
Fiona!
Put that tan down. Come and help me with this.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you truss yourself up like a turkey
Yeah.
and then do some exercise. And because it's got foil, so
It
you
generates heat inside.
careful.
And then it.
You're not a spring chicken. You're a roast chicken.
Yeah, I know.
You've got to be careful. You're not going to get too, because you can overheat doing this stuff.
No, I think I'll be all right, you know. I think it'll be. It's just a little bit of sweating, you know what I mean? And it's only a T-shirt. It's not fully sleeved.
No.
It's only like round and roll belly situation.
So what are you doing? Are you rowing machining? Or are you?
Yeah, I've got a rowing machine
Yeah.
off of eBay.
Lovely.
An old girl. I got it off the old girl,
Right. Okay.
which meant she couldn't help me get it in the car.
Right. Did you ask for a discount?
Sorry, I did
did
ask her if
say.
it folded up, and she had no idea. But yeah, so I thought I'd do that and just help promote my fitness and help me along the way. I bought the sweat T-shirt. Oh, yeah.
Just to really sort of plus it up, plus it up a bit.
Yeah,
How
it does
often-
actually work.
How often do you use the rowing machine? Because they are really good.
Yeah, I ain't used it for a while.
Okay.
I went to Turkey a little while ago, so I'd done like 12 days of everyday rowing.
Oh, wow.
And I really got into it, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But then for me, sometimes it just takes something like the holiday or
Yeah.
a couple of days at work.
Broken habit gone.
The habit's gone, all that hard
Mate.
work that I put in to kind of getting on, to get in the buzz and really kind of enjoying it.
Yeah.
I go right back to the beginning again.
And then that first one back after you've had a
So
break.
hard. And if I don't do it on the day that I want to do it, it becomes a big thing in my mind. And like 2 or 3 days coming, I haven't been down the gym. I'm using excuses.
Are you quite demony? Do you have a go at yourself about stuff like that?
But yeah, my inner voice is quite prevalent, you know.
Yeah, that's a big ADHD thing as well.
Yeah, it will literally be on my shoulder telling me,
Yeah.
you haven't done that. Why have you not been down? You've got to go down to the gym. So
Yeah.
I have that little devil on my shoulder.
Yeah. What do you do about that? You just have to get the thing done. You have to listen to the devil.
I've learnt not to listen to the devil. Yeah, I especially with the gym, I have to be ready to get down there. I have to have the time and the energy.
Yeah.
Not it's like you've got 5 kids, working full time. You know, sometimes you can get up at like 6 in the morning to start getting the kids to school.
No one's going on a rowing machine then.
Yeah, and then you don't finish work till get the kids to bed till 7 at night.
No one's going on a rowing machine then.
The last thing you need to do is go on the rowing machine. So I do need to fight through that though, because I know that I can do the rowing machine.
The problem is you feel loads better afterwards.
Exactly.
Like, it annoys me so much when I do the exercise. I'm like, oh, I do feel better.
It's that whole thing of me sabotaging the future me, because I know that doing it is really difficult.
Yeah.
But the satisfaction of when you finish, you come out of there, and the feeling of like I've achieved something is brilliant. But it's just not strong enough for that memory to be strong enough to change things.
We need is little voice notes from our future selves. Hi, Joe. This is.
Don't fuck up today. Remember me, yeah. Remember me when
This is Joe at 8 p.m. calling.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for doing the rowing today. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
It is difficult. And there's so much goes on in my brain. There's so many things with the kids and with work and responsibilities, having to get this kid to that club and another one to that club and picking them up at different
But are you
times.
nice to yourself in all that dialogue going on? Because we can be very...
No.
Right.
No, I'm not nice at all. I'm probably... My inner voice is pretty critical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just have to pick and choose when I listen to it.
Drown it out with buying stuff on TikTok.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So who does the nice stuff then? If your inner voice isn't nice... Because I've got everyone in my house pretty much either doesn't care or is actively nasty to me. Apart from one of my sons, super nice.
Yeah.
So I just go to him to refill every now and again.
My kids are brilliant. So like,
Smashed it.
The two girls, they always offering me love and cuddles and kisses.
Oh, so good.
Little Rex, he's like, I'm like a little idol. So yeah, I've got a little fan club there.
Oh, that's the key.
Yeah. I've got my little fan
little
club.
badges on them.
Stacey's not quite part of my fan club. Sometimes she says she has a go at it, and then she'll unsubscribe.
Oh, mate.
She's one of those subscribes and unsubscribes.
You need to give her a
But
discount.
the kids are constant. Yeah.
Give her 100% off for 3 months. Then she'll forget about it. Then she's in for life.
But the kids are always there. They're always there to give me some love.
Who knew getting married to Joe Swash was subscribing to joeswash.com?
Yeah.
That's what she's done. That's what you've done, Stacey.
Just subscribe to it.
Subscribe and like. All right, look, Joe. I mean, I could talk to you all day. We're getting towards the end of our time together. I'm going to keep just powering through and find a few more gems, okay? A couple more bits of gold as we go through the TikTok shop. I mean, it's just ab roller wheel.
Yeah, another gym thing.
Product
They're
not
really
available.
good. No, I actually got that one.
So what does it do?
You sort of go on your hands and knees and you roll out into a plank and then you roll back in.
Ow.
It's really hard, but
Ow. What does it do? Does it...
Well, that one particularly, I don't know because I haven't used it yet, but it looked like a good one. When I do get down the gym,
when you get there, you're not going to be able to get in.
I'm going to have
There's boxes
so much
everywhere.
equipment in there.
You know what? Your gym workouts for next year is just unpacking all the crap you bought.
Yeah.
That's all it
Getting
is.
stuff out of boxes.
Waterproof ear protective sticker.
They're not for me. They were for my sister's little boy, Nico. Because they go on holiday and he always gets earache in the swimming pool.
I hate that.
And I've never seen anything like that. It was almost like a plastic film you put over your ear.
Yeah, no, it's
So
nice.
the kids don't like the earbuds, so I got those for them, and they tend to work. So
They're good. They're
they
good.
were a
Ears
good one.
when ears go wrong, man, it's...
Especially on holiday, I used to have
Yeah,
that problem
yeah,
as well. It's horrible.
You've also bought because obviously a lot of people think of butter and think it can get a bit softer, or I can just use a knife. And then TikTok came along and went, no, what you need for $5.99 is a butter cutter.
Let me have a look at this.
A handheld butter cutter.
I did buy, but yeah, I did.
I feel a bit like you're not in court. I'm not judging you.
I bought the butter cutter,
Sure.
but I bought it because I didn't read what it was. I thought it was a cheese cutter.
Right. Why? What part of... Because it looks like a lump of cheese.
It looks like a lump of cheese coming out of that. My butter doesn't look like that.
No.
My butter's never that hard that I'm
If
going
your
to have to
butter
cut it.
looks like that, see a doctor.
Exactly. So I've sort of adapted that into being a cheese cutter.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's more of a cheese cutter, and it just
Yeah.
comes out in nice little chunks at the bottom. Is it used?
No.
Not many of these things are passing the Stacey test, or is it used test? I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Is that a sigh of...
How much was that one?
How much longer? $5.99.
Yeah, see, it's an affordable mistake.
Do you look at your bank account and go, oh, God, it's a lot's gone out this month?
Yeah.
Because of this?
Well, no, because I sort of like I said, a lot of it is of a price that I can manage.
But
Do
it
you know
adds
what I mean?
up.
It does add up. The adding up is what I don't do, yeah.
Right,
I
okay.
don't really want to either.
Do you look at your bank statements?
Yeah, sometimes. I'm not great at it.
No.
As long as it's not in the red, I'm all right. You know what I mean? And also, I don't want to ruin a great hobby. I don't want to ruin a great thing.
This is your
I've got a great
passion.
relationship with this TikTok shop, you know. Why ruin something? It's so early on in our relationship.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. You're in the honeymoon period.
Exactly.
It costs about the same as a honeymoon as well.
Costs about the same as a wife.
USB rechargeable neck fan.
Yeah, well, these are for the kids.
Okay.
So I was going to Turkey,
Yeah, hot.
and I was worried that it's very humid. The kids were going
Yeah.
to get hot, so I got a load of fans for the kids.
Okay.
One of them was a turbo fan, which
Yeah.
is the best buy I've ever bought.
Yeah,
on
I'm looking at
TikTok.
it now, mate. It cost £81.
No, let me have a look.
Portable mini jet fan.
No, I got it at a discounted rate. I got mine for like £22.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you're paying full price, silly Billy.
Well, no, full price here apparently £60.
Yeah, well, that is.
I'm starting to think the prices are literally made up.
That is the best thing you'll ever buy.
Go on.
I'm telling you, it's a rechargeable fan that, like, my mum used it. She nearly knocked out her dentures. It's so powerful. It is the most powerful fan you'll ever have. And the kids, like, I could be sitting here where you are now,
Yeah.
and the kids would be, I'm really hot on holiday. I could squirt them from here, and they're like, so that is the best thing I've ever bought on TikTok Shop.
It's amazing. I mean, it looks like something you can use to cool down, but also in self-defense.
Yeah, you could hit someone with it. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, someone comes up to you, gives you your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Just blow them away.
It's like a jet. It's brilliant.
3-gear adjustable speeds.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, you see, I mean, I'm like you. I love a gadget like that. But 40 quid. I know you didn't get it for 40 quid.
I didn't get it for 40 quid. And also, the kids loved it on holiday. Everyone gave me a hard time about that fan.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
Stacey and my mum and everyone. But on holiday, they was all fighting over it. It was
that's the
like,
thing, isn't it?
It was the gadget of the holiday.
How often? You're the idiot for buying the stuff.
Yep. But they all wanted to use it.
We had this with the neck pillows when you're on the train and you fall asleep. I insisted on getting a load. Why are you bothering with that? We'll just get a pillow, whatever. Suddenly on a train, everyone's fighting over it.
All wanted. Stacey does that. She'll nick it off of me, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
But yeah, so that was a really good one.
Listen, at least you're not buying things like perfume on TikTok. Apart from Desert Shadow perfume.
I have, yes. There is a perfume shark.
Perfect clone of Ombra Namadi
Yeah.
by
And
LV. Clone's the word we're using now,
Well,
is it?
I'm going to tell you, I've had a lot of compliments over my fake perfume.
Have you?
Yeah.
Really?
A lot of people have complimented, gone, that smells lovely.
Really?
Really good stuff, yeah.
So TikTok is the place to go for this stuff. The problem is, this could have been a lesson in not getting too addicted to shopping.
No, this is...
I'm now here going, I'm getting TikTok shopping.
Yeah, get on it. Yeah, that is really good. I mean, that saved me money. That would have cost me, what, £70, £80 for a perfume? That cost me 12 quid.
Also the word clone is genius.
Yeah.
Clone. A clone. I'm calling it a clone.
Yeah.
Chapel Street
Not
Market.
a copy.
Clone.
It's a clone.
Yeah, it's fine.
You've heard of that sheep? It's one of them.
It's like Dolly.
like
Dolly.
Dolly.
Don't worry about it. Okay, Joe. We have still got, so much stuff. We've got slippers there. Not slippers. Slides. 3 pairs of slides. Men's casual slides. Love a slide.
Yeah.
Absolutely love a slide. You have bought stainless steel outdoor camping campfire.
Yeah. Just for the rare occasion I do go fishing. I can have a little fire outside my tent.
Who'd you go fishing with?
I just go with my friends. It's nice sometimes because I can have I go for 2 nights.
Oh.
Yeah, and then for 2 nights, I got to change no nappies. No one's called me dad. I ain't got to get up in the middle of the night, so
Yeah.
I can get drunk at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
No one's going to judge me. You know what I mean? So yeah,
The other fishermen might judge you a bit for that.
The fish judge me, but I do love fishing. It's like my little escape.
Do you bring stuff home, or do you just chuck them all back in?
Oh no, we go carp fishing, so we put it back in.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fly fishing?
No, just carp fishing.
Okay.
I love carp fishing.
Do you chat while you're doing it? Or
I
just
always
sat
say-
silence.
I always say my fishing, I do it with my friends that I've had all my life. And now the kids are starting to get into it as well. But I always say the fishing is like 30% of why I do it.
Yeah.
And the 70% is being with my friends, being out in a tent, in the open, having a beer, sort of like having no responsibilities for a couple of days. I really do feel like it recharges my batteries and I can go home and be the best version of myself for another couple of months.
So you do feel recharged when you get back there?
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah.
yeah, that's good. That's
It's
really
my
good.
little thing that I like to do.
I used to fish a lot as a kid, and then once I saw a snake swim past.
That was it.
Have you ever seen a snake swim in a river?
I have they are spooky, yeah.
Scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
They
can't.
sort of like sliver through, don't they?
All right, look, getting towards the end now, Joe. You've bought men's novelty Bigfoot slippers.
Yep, kids will think they're hilarious.
Have the kids seen them yet?
No, they're going to think they're hilarious. They really are. I bought my sister the other day. She's got a coffee stall, and I bought her a heated gilet
Yes.
that you put a little battery pack in, and you
Yes.
press a button, and it
Genius.
heats up. They're brilliant.
Absolutely genius. Absolutely genius. But this is great because you've got to keep the fan club happy.
Yeah. I think if you notice, a lot of the stuff that I buy on TikTok is not really for me.
No.
I look at things and go, oh, so-and-so would love that. Or
That's what I'm saying. You're
Stacey would
outward-
love that.
You're outward all the time.
Yeah.
It's interesting to find things like the fishing and the stuff that is when you're looking after yourself. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
And there's not much of that, but
No.
Yeah.
I don't see much of that on here.
no.
But like you say, I mean, the theme that has been throughout this is all of that, entertaining, joy, having fun.
Yeah, buying something that you can't get other places as well. Like,
But interestingly, I would say that the stuff towards the beginning of the year, maybe it's because of work stuff you were doing, was more stuff about image and height and the hair. Do you know what I mean? And towards the end now, it's maybe you're changing a bit this year. It's all just like there's a lot more fun and joy towards the ends.
Yeah, you know what? I really enjoy it. I really enjoy being with my kids. I enjoy it. That time that you spend together, memories that you're making. Like, I've got such great memories of my dad.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them, but I've got some really good ones.
Yeah.
So I just want my kids to have as many good memories. So I do buy a lot of things. Like, I will look at something and attach a memory to that. So I'll look at those little ducks. Those little shooting ducks.
There we are.
And in my mind, I can see me and the kids running around the house, shooting each other. Yeah. Stacey going mad because someone's been shot in the eye. And, I can see it. So like, I almost buy these things so I can see what they're gonna, what I'm gonna get from them.
Yeah. You're running a youth centre.
Well, basically live in Biker Grove, yeah. My house is like Biker Grove, so keep them entertained.
If that's the case, don't do paintballing. All right?
Yeah,
that went horribly wrong.
My eyes.
My eyes smoggy. Look, the last thing, here it is. We finally made it. This is our, I don't know why I said Thelma and Louise moment. That seems weird. But this is what we've been talking about throughout the episode. You spent £2.69 on a slingshot chicken flying finger toy. When you get little rubber chickens, you put them on each finger, and then you pull them back.
You shoot like you would shoot an elastic band, but instead it's shaped as a little rubber chicken.
Great. What's great about that is we've got joy, we've got annoying Stacey, but you can also be a bit competitive with it as well.
Yeah.
You can make sure that you're the best when it comes to slingshot chicken.
Yeah, and I bought 20 of them, so
that is
everyone's going to be able to have a go.
There's going to be a such a
fun
hard
for the
sentence.
whole family.
There's going to be a slingshot chicken off when Daddy gets home.
There sure will be. Or I'm going to be in real big trouble by Stacey because I've just wasted more money on some other pointless product.
Do you worry about that? Are you concerned by, because we're done.
Yeah.
I love, this has been amazing. I feel like I've learned loads about you.
Yeah.
I've also learned loads about how good TikTok shop is. Do you worry about the money side of stuff? Because it's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, I think the trap that I fall into is that because I feel like I buy stuff at such a low price, I forget about the quantity of stuff that I'm getting.
Yeah.
So instead of buying 3 or 4 things at a really high price that might last and be really handy, I'll buy hundreds of little things.
Do the kids love it?
The kids love them.
Oh, okay.
Who's not going to love running around the house shooting each other with rubber chickens?
Who tidies it all up though? Are you the?
Yeah, I'll tidy up. It's another thing, I have to make sure that I tidy up because otherwise it's just like it'll just turn the house upside down. I get the kids bouncing off the walls. The house looks like a state. Yeah. So yeah, as long as I do the fundamentals, tidy up after myself, and make sure the kids go to bed on time. Yeah. What I do in the middle,
it's great.
It's up to me.
Also, another interesting thing is I don't feel like I don't think there's a single thing where you said, yeah, my kid was after this. They wanted this. I don't.
No, that's the problem as well. My kids don't really ask for things. I will go out and get things because I feel that they need them.
You know why they're not asking for stuff? Because they're happy.
Yeah. But then I don't know why I'm overcompensating. Like I overcompensate by getting them stuff. They don't need it. I think that's more for me than for them. It makes me feel better than making them feel better.
Yeah, and there's like, worse things you can do.
Yeah, like you say, I'm outwardly buying things for other people.
Yeah.
But I'm outwardly buying for other people. Yeah. But that makes me feel better about myself.
I'm just helping you prepare the speech for when your accountant goes through your accounts.
Well, no, I'm never going to tell Ken about this. Never, ever going to tell Ken about this.
Why are all accountants called Ken? Of course they're called
He's
Ken.
definitely saying that I'm not going to, that he doesn't need to know about.
Don't look at that, Ken. Ignore that line. Delete that one.
I do think, though, after coming here today, I will take more effort and I'll be more aware of the stuff that I'm getting.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just think, from my point of view, just what a lovely guy and what a lovely setup and what a load of crap. So much crap.
So much rubbish.
But brilliant crap.
Can you imagine the car boot sale I'm going to have in a few years?
Listen.
It's going to be amazing.
Listen.
Yeah.
When you do car boot, when you do a front doorstep sale, I am there.
I feel like I do need to open up my own TikTok shop, a physical place that you can go to.
Yeah.
I was explaining it to my mum the other day.
Yeah.
And she was like, you've really got to take me to this TikTok shop.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's not an actual physical place, mum. It's on the internet.
It's just, what you need to do is hire a meeting room.
Yeah.
And then just sit down on TikTok and go, here's the TikTok shop. There you go.
I feel like I'll be a really good person to sell their stuff.
You've done a job on me.
You're buying them plastic ducks, ain't you?
Mate, 100%.
Yeah, brilliant.
My kids probably wouldn't be that interested in it, but I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I'll just fire them at people. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Exactly.
I'm looking forward to threatening someone with a rubber duck.
The good thing is my kids sometimes they ignore me. Like I go like Rex, and he'll just bang,
Ping.
just give him a little duck in the side of the head. I don't have to waste my time no more.
Rex, what's that red mark on your cheek? It's a rubber duck. My dad's
it's
he's getting a bit too good.
It's my dad's new thing he's doing at the minute.
Joe Swash, listen, it's been such a pleasure to chat to you.
Thank you very much.
An intense period of time, but I feel like I've got to know you so well. Thank you for doing My Mate Bought a Toaster.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on, mate. That's
Cheers.
brilliant.
Thank you very much, mate.
Listen,
Can I have my
this is
phone back,
you can have your
please?
phone back. Yeah, Mum's calling. Thanks, Joe. That was great.
Cheers.
My mate bought a toaster.